The Toronto-based investment advisory firm InVcap is a powerful global voice on elevating Africa's economies, nurturing young entrepreneurs, and advancing the leadership aspirations of women in business. Oyelade earned a Doctor of Management from the University of Maryland and an MBA in Finance and Marketing from Obafemi Awolowo University in Nigeria. She is a graduate of the Wharton School's Advanced Management Program, the International Institute for Management Development Business Marketing Program in Switzerland, and Lagos Business School Senior Management Program. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Olutoyin Oyelade to the stage.
Good afternoon, everyone. Permit me on this occasion to offer my ineffable thanks to God, our Creator, who guides and protects us daily, and my family, an ecosystem of support, for your support over the years. I believe my family is here today, and so thanks again, Architect Olutoyin Oyelade, Ife, Ore, and Jola, my children. And of course, the CASA Foundation team, the InVcap Corporation team members that are here present. I'm immensely proud of the graduate candidates here today. In this room, the Northeastern class of 2024 represents a diverse group of individuals who have successfully completed degrees from over 7 programs across 3 colleges. This is a significant milestone, and for many, a long-awaited dream come true. But now, the real journey begins. As my mother always reminded me, the future belongs to those who prepare for it. I didn't know then that it was a quote by Malcolm X, but every step I took, she would always tap me on the shoulder and remind me everywhere I went. And indeed, preparation and opportunity are the hallmarks of life and success. You have been preparing for this moment from the date of your birth. And the question to ask yourselves today is, what have I been preparing for? Northeastern Toronto community, let me quickly share a story with you. I spoke at a career conference in Toronto in 2017, where a young lady asked me a question: what can you do when your back has been broken? Visibly shocked, after the conference, I retorted, if they break your back, you have to mend your back and walk tall. That's the way we were raised. And so that's exactly the answer I gave to her. And I cited immediately examples of people who walked tall from broken backs. Mandela under the apartheid regime, Maya Angelou, the popular poet, Thomas Edison, who had failed 2,774 times before creating the light bulb. And I told her she needed to prove why she wasn't a failure and fight for her future. I didn't know then that she was suffering from an imposter syndrome. She had been working, looking for the job, finally found the job of her dream, and then of course she had been beaten down somehow. But I told her to fight, and that's exactly what she did. So the lesson number 2 then is, don't ever give up. The lesson is, don't be deterred. As you hit the job or business market from today, you qualify to fulfill your goals. Do this by searching and applying for roles in or outside your fields. Don't stay with your field alone. Be open-minded. Meet founders who can help you start your ventures. Keep an open mind. Don't let the market push you. Push back at the market, because life can be brutal. From a long job hunt to several rejections, teams that may frustrate you, confront your fears. Develop your marketplace thick skin and help others to find their way. Class of 2024, be resilient. Build resiliency. It's important that you do so. Today, you start a journey to build a career, an enterprise in your field, or even in very unfamiliar territory, with diverse groups, people from different races, cultures. Believe me, there are multifaceted issues out there. But the solution is to dream big and have a vision that is clearly written down and posted on your vision board. Keep looking at it. Don't look to the right or to the left. Keep your eyes focused on your vision board, but you've got to write something down. You'll find that challenges crumble when you're goal-oriented. Without a goal, without a dream, there's nothing to run after. But once you have your goal and you focus on that goal, things become possible. Let me quickly share a brief personal story of mine. 2011 was a very tough year for me, but it was also a pivotal year. I had just left a 17-year career, a lucrative job in investment banking. Following the 2008 financial crisis, I relocated to Canada, seeking a similar role in investment banking, but it was tough. And I'm sure a lot of us have heard about, the Canadian experience and acquiring that. And sometimes it can be tough to gain that before you get the jobs of your dream. However, I took a bold step, a leap of faith, to start what is now known as the CASA Foundation for International Development. It's a non-profit organization. Why did I do that? I had a family of 5 needing support. I registered also an African-focused fundraise firm, which is now called InVcap Corporation. It was First Fund Capital at that time, but later relaunched and as InVcap in 2013. In that same year, I applied for my doctoral degree at University of Maryland Global Campus. Then in October of that same year, I convened the Economic Summit on Africa, now known as the Friends of Africa Economic Conference. It's now in its 14th year. It was quite the year for me. There were too many unknowns. It started from job hunting to several rejections, and even where I was accepted, maybe some director roles, they quietly warned me that it was in the same director role that was quite familiar, that I was familiar with from my country of origin, which is Nigeria. And so they quickly warned me, you might actually be a director and end up sitting at the branch, and that may just not be what you're used to because we read your resume. But then, I kept on acting on my goals because I sensed that there was a lot to discover, and I was not going to allow the chaos in the global financial markets to define what I could do or what I couldn't do, because that was exactly what brought me into Canada. Now fast forward to 2023, although unsure when I stepped out, although I struggled with marketing, although I struggled with getting clients, and even struggled with acceptance because several times I wrote my proposals and sent them out, and people would respond to me saying, Mr. Oyelade, this because they assumed I was a Mr. And it just wasn't possible for a woman to do what I was trying to do. And so despite all of those challenges, by 2023, CASA Foundation had addressed perennial economic and political challenges, fostered several partnerships, provided seed capital, and now facilitates trade discussions across the globe with CEOs and government leaders, and with support of funding from the private and the public sector. And of course, InVcap Corporation itself had raised its own seed capital and invested in several ventures across Africa and now in Canada. So, class of 2024, your entry into a new location or a fresh start might be very tough. But tough seasons hold huge opportunities. Opportunities to explore, opportunities to be creative, opportunities to invent, to learn, to open doors, to discover, and to break through. Remember, this is the province of Ontario, and the motto of Ontario says it is yours to discover. There must be something here, right? And so go ahead and go discover what's here for you. Lesson number 3. I learned in the journey with my experience that solutions matter. Be a problem solver. Build strategic partners. As you offer your solutions, you are most likely to gain more allies and produce an ecosystem of like-minded partners and problem solvers. The alliances you form today will create solutions for tomorrow. So be adaptable. Be open to new ideas, new opportunities. Open yourself to healthy feedback. Remember again, Some of our people who have mentored us over the years will tell us, and I cite one quick example of Ken Blanchard, who says, feedback is the breakfast of champions. So be open. You've tried something over and over and over, it's not working. Find somebody to give you constructive feedback so you can breathe. Adversities or challenges, as you figure out your next steps in life, develop the character and the compassion that you require to offer the best to other people. I found that job seekers who volunteer or meet community needs are more likely to get paid employment faster. The reason is because in the journey of offering their services pro bono, they improve their skills, they network with other individuals, they master the trends around them, and they get connected to new networks. Allyship matters. And it's important that as migrants of destiny, you find the people that are well aligned with you, whether it's in your goals, whether it's in your field, and whether it's actually thinking outside the box. Therefore, I urge you, class of 2024, to give value to other people by meeting the need in your community, in or outside your workplace. Find something to do outside of what you're comfortable with, and even within what you're comfortable with. Be a part of the solution. Well, I wanted to add, don't be a problem. Lesson number 4, faith. Everyone needs faith to prepare for life, to inspire other people, to offer solutions, to overcome the challenges of our time and the difficult problems that people are faced with on a daily basis. You must have faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in your skills and competencies. Faith that the system will work in your favor. Faith in God Himself, the creator of life. Or faith in some mentors. There must be a role model out there that you can actually watch and determine within your heart that if this person can do it, and so then I can. Faith is important. I am a product of faith myself. Everything that I have ever tried to do or have ever done was in response to a challenge that I believed my idea or concept could address, activated by a leap of faith. If you will start a job, if you will run an enterprise, if you will advance through the rank and file of any firm or organization within the public sector or the private sector, you must dream, you must dare to dream. And visualize yourself doing exactly those things that you have dreamt about. Rising through the ranks, sitting in the corner office, or sharing a cup of coffee with the boss himself or herself, you must dream. You must see it before it happens. Entrepreneurs must see themselves selling. If you decide to be an entrepreneur, create a business idea, you must see yourself selling. Your idea won't remain a dream if you can visualize and see it happening. As Nelson Mandela said in 2021, it always seems impossible until it is done. My final lesson, lesson number 5, is that relationships matter and mentors do matter. Cultivate healthy relationships. They actually matter. Be relatable to people, young and old. If you're friends only with a certain type of people, you will be limited in your journey of destiny. Brilliance and expertise are great, but you can only receive help when other people know exactly what you have to offer. If you have something great to offer and you're all by yourself, my mother used to tell me it's like sitting in the dark winking at the girl you love. You love her, right? But she doesn't know you do because you're sitting alone in the dark. So go out there, form healthy relationships. Class of 2024, you will most likely earn your greatest achievements through what you do in your fields of endeavor, with peers and the impact and influence you make on people. However, your most important and greatest achievement is your community and your family. However, this is where you run to, and you must determine to cultivate the relationships with family members. Form healthy relationships with your community members. It's your comfort zone. It's your hiding place from the storms of life. Make no mistakes. These storms will come. So the earlier you cultivate those relationships, very healthy relationships, the better for you, so they can have your back. Remember that no one is an island. We need our families, and we cannot seek achievement for ourselves alone. You cannot be great all by yourself. No one is a repository, so we do need others. So I commend you to build bridges, mend bridges, do not burn them all. In conclusion today, distinguished guests and candidates, as you all know, there are 3 parts to your day. The morning, which speaks of daybreak, the day breaks. You have dreams, wishes. There's joy in the morning. You wake up vibrant, usually, at this level of life. Hopes and possibilities, a new beginning perhaps. And then the afternoon, which speaks of sunshine, strength, brightness, opportunities, creativity, innovation. You take risks in the afternoon. That's when you dare to take risks. You want to try something? You have the time. This is the time to do those things, right? And your purpose is found, perhaps. And then by evening, people speak of the sun setting, the lights dimming. People begin to wrap up. People get older. Strength wanes. And sometimes, some people are also making new discoveries in the evening. Thank you. Esteemed class of 2024, the question to ask yourself this afternoon is, what part of your day are you in right now? Once you find the answer, do not waste the day. Go find some community, regional, and national problems to solve. Use your skills. Use your competences. Use your relationships. The relationships that you have formed at Northeastern. Make sure they work for you. I urge you to become the solution, the change, the bridge that our society needs. Other people say it's time to seize the moment. But I say to you, class of 2024, do not just seize the moment. Recognize the time of the day you are in right now. Maximize the day, then seize your day today. Ladies and gentlemen,
would like to present you with an official citation signed by President Joseph E. Aoun. The inscription includes Dr. Olutoyin Oyelade, powerful voice for emerging entrepreneurs, champion for financial and social investment in Africa, aspirational advocate for women as business leaders. Marshaling your gifts for critical thinking, communication, and teamwork, you rose to a position of power and prominence at Nigeria's Intercontinental Bank, where you manage a multi-billion-dollar investment portfolio. Seeking better educational opportunities for your children, you relocated to Canada with your family while continuing to meet the high-pressure demands of your job until the pivotal point of the global financial crisis presented you with an even more impactful leadership vista. You took the leap of faith that all entrepreneurs must, founding the first of your new ventures to help the women and young people of sub-Saharan Africa emerge as tomorrow's business innovators and lead their country into equitable, prosperous futures. Therefore, on the occasion of your address to the 2024 graduates of Northeastern University, we express our deepest esteem for your courage, your insight, and advocacy.